everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we've got a pair of wide receivers who certainly want to be targeted throughout the game. It's Beckham's Giants going up against
Hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we are ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Here's the kicker, Aldrich Rosas, ready to get us going. And we are underway from Miami, fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. First carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll power his way up near the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Tannehill. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Tannehill. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Tannehill on first down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A give to Drake running left. He's going to take this one down to about the 20.
Out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kenny Stills, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwa. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Now Manning. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A giant first down, Manning to an open Beckham. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
From the gun, it's Manning. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a... One-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's the backup Smith. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Second and goal from the 2-yard line. Here's Darkwa. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Orleans Darkwa taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And now with the play clock winding down, Ben McAdoo's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
They'll get it to Drake running left. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Tannehill, and he's got his man. That's Landry. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And that one falls incomplete. Trying to dump it underneath. Now 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And some room to work. And avoids the contact by sliding. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff for Drake. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility? Jason Pierre-Paul first burst on the scene for me, headed towards his draft year. You know what I saw him doing? Like 15, 16 backflips in a row on a YouTube video.
Athlete.
Absolute athlete. And he uses that agility to slip past guys and make plays in the backfield.
That draft year 2010, 15th overall pick. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jonathan Casillas coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
For the New York Giants, as their offense comes back out there, last year 3 and 13, and that was off from just a year of being a playoff team at 11 and 5. They were 31st in total points, 31st in overall defense, so a lot of changes need to take place.
They certainly do, and frankly, the 11 and 5 season masked the changes that are coming.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. They'll run with Darquan. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On the run, Darquan. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
While that play was unsuccessful to start the second half, I'm not sure that you just totally abandon what you do running the football. Maybe you make some adjustments in your run game and do things a little bit differently. But that doesn't necessarily mean you just go to the pass and do nothing else.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run again now with Darkwan. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Manning. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. And they're going to try for the fourth down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They do go for it. It's Manning. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Cameron Wake in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've got great field position, obviously, to start this drive. Tie game, do you maybe go a little riskier here with that great field position?
I think some guys look at it and say, let's go. Be aggressive. Be bold. Let's get it downfield right now. Other guys will look at it and say, you know something? I think we're in a position to get 3 points if we don't make any big mistakes. Run our offense, get in that spot, and see if you get the 3, and hopefully maybe even more.
Either way, I bet they're happy to have options. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the give, this is Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
2nd down following the run. They'll run with Drake. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Tannehill. And he finds Julius Thomas. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.